Hello everyone, from Shed for the last time in 2022, so good to see you, those of you who are showing up again. After this I kind of get a rest apart from an education gig, so I'm quite happy about that, because it's been quite a lot of work. Right, this one's for Punk for the Homeless, so a massive shout out to Alex and Eagle and Rachel and everybody involved in fundraising for Punk for the Homeless. I know they do a lot of benefit gigs as the year goes on, and I've played a handful of them, but I know that loads of artists contribute to this stuff, and I know Attila's been on earlier before me, and it's just great to see people supporting the causes from their front rooms, even if we can't get out there. I've always made it a golden rule to stop playing gigs in December as soon as I get to share a stage with a Christmas tree. There's only one winner, and it's not the causes of international socialism. This is a song about a real life hero, a firefighter from Hull in the Second World War. It's called Albert Baker. Salt in the oil tanks burning, I might have run, I swear, but in silhouette before me was Albert Baker standing there. Down by the burning river, lungs full of poisoned air, bombs falling all around him was Albert Baker standing there. Some men, when they make money, for money spent and gone. Some men, they give you courage, and Albert Baker, he was one. And on Cleveland Street, that shelter, when death had filled the air, I might have lost my neck, but for Albert Baker standing there. Some men, when they make money, for money spent and gone. Some men, they gave you courage, and Albert Baker, he was one. When someone run away, well, he wouldn't even flinch. When someone failed and faltered, he wouldn't budge an inch. If the devil challenged mankind to meet his fiery glare, and he came to wall and they find Albert Baker standing there. Some men, when they make money, for money spent and gone. Some men, they give you courage, and Albert Baker, he was one. Albert Baker, he was one. Albert Baker, he was one. I'm the double deck, I'm the final case, I'm the stuck up the all-night chase of the devil lost, trying to find a place, yeah. I'm a northern soul, I'm a 9 to 5, I'm the run. I'm a northern soul. This all night till I'll never ever stop. Keep your beats per minute, dog, I'm dancing till I drop. Never forget to polished floor and the hinges kicked for bolted door. Yeah, I'm the northern soul. My life is an all-nighter that will never ever stop. Keep your beats per minute, dog. I'm dancing till I drop. Just waiting to play it safe. I'm the northern soul, and I keep the faith. Yeah. The long lost song and the classic track, the dusty Detroit final rack, the crackling needles bringing back, yeah, I'm the northern soul. A broken night with the soul boy feeling the mecca and the casino hail and the golden touch, the twisted needle, yeah, I'm the northern soul. My heart is an all-nighter that will never ever stop. Keep your beats per minute, dog. I'm dancing till I drop. Just waiting to play it safe. I'm the northern soul. I'm the northern soul. I'm the northern soul, and I keep the faith. Oh God! Apologies for lyric malfunctions earlier. These are difficult when a few live streams come thick and fast, and I'm aware of the fact that quite a few of the same faces tune in, so I've got to kind of keep a lot of songs on the boil. So that I'm trying to mix it up a little bit and not boring you all silly. Right, this is a song about something we've lost, and that is partly the fault of everybody on the left, really. Certainly the fault of trade unions and the leadership, and that is so. The general public at large are really confused about what a picket line means. And 30-40 years ago, when I was a kid, it was kind of in your DNA that you knew and understood that. And the fact that we've lost that knowledge, the fact that we don't just know it instinctively, that's a terrible thing. So this song is going out to everybody who stood with the nurses today, and everybody who's going to, like me, try and stand with the ambulance drivers tomorrow, and the posties on Friday and Saturday, and get out there on the railways and support the RMT in the meantime. It's important. If you see a picket line, don't cross it, join it. This is called homeschooling. That is your mum, son. Me, I'm your old dad. This is our front door. This is our town, lad. That is a factory. And there's a bad boss. And this is a picket line. It's something you don't cross. That is a schoolyard. And there's a teacher. That is a churchyard. And there's a preacher. That is a dockyard. Can't go in there 'cause this is a picket line. And it's something you don't cross. You'll meet your first lovey, you'll drive your first car, you'll sup your first pint, stored in your first bar, you'll back your first stars, and you'll make your first loss. But if there's a picket line, it's something you don't cross. You work hard your whole life, just paying your way, son. You'll never have nothing at the end of the day, son. If everything changes, the one thing that will not is if there's a picket line, it's something you don't cross. If there's a picket line, it's something you don't cross. If there's a picket line, it's something you don't cross. Okay. I've had my year made today. Probably one of the greatest, well, if not the greatest honour of my life. Myself and Rebecca Findlay have a plaque with our name on it that's just gone up on the Attfield Main Memorial at the top of the old pit lane. And I cannot begin to say how much that means to have our names there shoulder to shoulder with comrades and friends from the community and the brigade, where we've always tried to be right there with them, and that'll stand there long after we're gone, and it's a really emotional thing, and it's absolutely made my year. I'm going to sing a song called Starve Us Back to Work, which is a song about the winter and the Christmas of 1984, where miners were pretty much on the knees and the World Club together to give them a Christmas. But it's also about camaraderie, you know. It goes like this. Bowing to hell, the times were getting harder. We was felling trees for firewood and riddling tips for coal, but there was always something there to make you smile. Like the day we chased the chicken down the roadside, or the dockers who would lose a crate or two, or the kids out there collecting on the corners, half the Yorkshire's miners in the mist. It wasn't really stealing, stuffing tatties in a sack. It was kinda just like borrowing but never paying back. We were like a swarm of locusts and the farmer went berserk, but we couldn't let them starve us back to work. At Christmas time we did us best for everyone, and the whole world it turned into Santa Claus. Harried had his ambush by an errant pair of handcuffs, but the girls were sympathetic to the cause. We sang and sang and sang, you'll never walk alone. And I remember feeling 10 foot tall. We swore when full of beer that we could take another year, but there was some that said the writing's on the wall. It wasn't really stealing, stuffing tatties in a sack, cause governments they borrow and they never pay it back. We didn't steal the future and then drive off in a Meg. We just wouldn't let them starve us back to work. We wouldn't let them starve us back to work. We wouldn't let them starve us back to work. I think you lost me somewhere in the middle of all that, so apologies. This is a good old-fashioned, old-school protest song, really. One of those songs that doesn't have any subtext whatsoever, and it is about exactly what the title says it's about. It's about the peculiar relationship that the English working class has with the English ruling class, in that we will pretty much let them get away with anything, and then afterwards let them raise a statue to themselves to celebrate. It's just called Statues of Bastards. There's a penny to be made, they're gonna make it. If there's a liberty to take, they're gonna take it. If there's a crisis, then it's theirs to be exploited. If there's responsibility to be avoided, well, they'll be there. Yeah, they'll be there. Yeah, they'll be there everywhere. Yeah. Boy, you know you're in England. You're in England for sure, when you see them raising statues of bastards and stamping on the poor. If they've got wealth that could be taxed, they're gonna hide it. If there's a gravy train, you know they're gonna ride it. If there's a trial, then they never need to sweat it. If there's a contract, then you know they're gonna get it, 'cause they'll be there. Yeah, they'll be there. Yeah, they'll be there everywhere. Yeah. Boy, you know you're in England. You're in England for sure, when you see them raising statues of bastards and stamping on the poor. Tell each other that they are the wealth creators, and anyone who might object, they call us haters. The working class were all just lazy, idle duckers. Why have a yacht when you can have four of them? 'Cause it'll be there. Yeah, it'll be there. Yeah, it'll be there everywhere. Yeah. Boy, you know you're in England. You're in England for sure, when you see them raising statues of bastards and stamping on the poor. Yeah, you know you're in England. You're in England for sure, when you see them raising statues of bastards and stamping on the poor. Okay. Now, this is kind of a really appalling week music-wise, isn't it? I've got on the 22nd, it's the 20th anniversary of Joe Strummer dying, and I was doing a radio show last night with 2 hours of Clash and Mescaleros and Latino Rockabilly War and solo stuff and 101ers. And about 10 minutes from the end, I got the news that Terry Hall had died, and it's just gutting. 2 people there who pretty much were a soundtrack to my growing up. And I'm going to sing a song by both of them tonight, because I don't normally do covers, but I really want to pay tribute. So it's probably the best way I can do it. Although some would say the best way I can do it is by not singing their songs. This is a song off Sandinista. It's called Rebel Waltz, and I covered it about 11 years ago, something like that, on a record, just an a cappella version. I really, really love the song. I love its folkiness, and I love its kiss off at the end. And I'm going to sing it. So this is for Joe Strummer, and Clash fans everywhere will be feeling it this week. and hopefully celebrating it this week and remembering to keep their fires lit. I slept, and as I dreamed of a time long ago, I saw an army of rebels dancing on air. I slept, and as I dreamed, I could see the campfire. Song of the battle was born in the flames. The rebels were dancing on air. I danced with a girl to the rhythm of a waltz that was written to be danced on the battlefield. I danced in the arms of the voice of a girl. Her voice began to call, stand till you fall. The tune was an old rebel one. As we danced came the news that the war was not won. 5 armies were coming with carriage and gun. Through the heart of the camp swept the news from the front. A cloud crossed the moon. A child cried for food. And we knew the war could not be won. So we danced with a rifle to the rhythm of the gun. In a glade through the trees, I saw my only one. Then the earth, it seemed to rise hell hot as the sun. Soldiers were dying. There was a song to the sighing. The tune was an old rebel one. As the smoke of our hopes rose high above the fields, my eyes played tricks through the moon and the trees. I slept, and as I dreamt, I saw that army rise, and a voice began to call, stand till you fall. The tune was an old rebel one. That's such a beautiful song. I really love the imagery at the end, you know. The army's dead, but it comes back to life to this tune. It's the struggle of transcending the death of those fighting it, how the next generation will rise and keep fighting. It's a beautiful song, proper poetry, and yeah, that's going out to Strummer tonight. I've kind of had to hastily prepare a specials cover because I don't normally do covers, but I wanted to sing a song for Terry Hall tonight. It was a very long and varied career, but right away throughout, it had social justice at its heart and anti-racism at its heart, and just seeing the specials as a kid, you know, this multiracial band singing these amazing songs, mixing up and chopping up the styles, was just such an inspiration to my generation, you know, and it's just such a sad thing to think that you know that he's gone. So I'm gonna sing this song because I first heard it as a Stiff Little Fingers cover version, but I'm gonna try and sing it the way that the specials originally did it, because I think that there's something in the way Terry Hall delivers that vocal that it's flat and monotonal as he always was, but it's somehow that it needs it, you know, it needs that to happen. The meaning sort of comes out in that, and I love that about the version. So this is Doesn't Make It Alright. Just because you're nobody doesn't mean you're no good. Just because there's a reason doesn't mean that it's understood. Doesn't make it alright. Doesn't make it alright. It's the worst excuse in the world, and it doesn't make it alright. Some people think that they're really clever. They'll smash your head against the wall, and then they'll say, you got it my way. They really think that they know it all, but doesn't make it alright. Doesn't make it alright. It's the worst excuse in the world, and it doesn't make it alright. Just because you're a black boy, just because you're a white, it doesn't mean that you got to hate him. It doesn't mean that you got to fight. It doesn't make it alright. It doesn't make it alright. It's the worst excuse in the world. It's the worst excuse in the world. It's the worst excuse in the world, yeah, and it doesn't make it alright. It doesn't make it alright. Doesn't make it alright. Go easy, Terry. Right. I'm going to sing you 2 more songs and then get the hell out of here. The first one is a song called You Take On One of Us. And at the risk of overstretching the point, please do not get suckered into the media and government line. Please support striking workers. We are one working class. We are one set of people who are being absolutely hammered by those above. Nobody should go out to work and not have enough money to pay the bills. That's just slavery. We should all be fighting for better pay, for better conditions, and wherever you see that struggle, you should support it. This is called You Take On One of Us. morning a kid, I used to rock a forest on the side, yeah. This big like home, the psycho skid, he took my ankles and my knees and my pride. Well, Bobby Johnny pulled me back to my feet. He said, you never let him put you down. Next thing I knew, the whistle blew and I big like well laid out on the ground. And John said, take on one of us, you take on all of us. They pick on you, they pick on me. Yeah, you take on one of us, you take on all of us, and that's the way it's gonna be. So time went on, and I grew up, at least I learned up off the stuff that I lack, yeah. Been young and dumb, I pushed my luck, but I knew John would always have my back. Well, wasn't somebody when this lad took exception to my face the way the young men do. But John stepped in and without question said, I wouldn't, son, if I were you. And he said, take on one of us, you take on all of us. They pick on you, they pick on me. Yeah, you take on one of us, you take on all of us, and that's the way it's gonna be. And I know you're hating, and the wolves are gathered in a pack, yeah. And I see there's some out there deserting. Did you think I wouldn't have your back? Well, see, I remember when a good friend showed me what it takes to see your troubles through. Through thick and thin, a friend, he never failed me, so there ain't no way I'll bail on you. So let's sing, take on one of us, you take on all of us. They pick on you, they pick on me. Yeah, you take on one of us, you take on all of us, and that's the way it's gonna be. Oh, you take on one of us, you take on all of us. They pick on you, they pick on me. Yeah, you take on one of us, you take on all of us, and that's the way it's gonna be. Yeah, you take on one of us, you take on all of us. They pick on you, they pick on me. Yeah, you take on one of us, you take on all of us, and that's the way it's gonna be. Okay. Right then, thank you for tuning in. I think we're still in single figures there, aren't we? But people catch up there. I just want a big shout out to Alex and Rachel and Eagle for all the work they put in. If you can spare a couple of quid, please stick it in the pot, and please continue to fight anybody and to fight alongside anybody and struggle wherever you find them. I'm going to finish with my Christmas song, because I don't get to sing it very often, and so when it's Christmas I kind of feel obliged. I released this with the Attfield Brigade in the Christmas of 2016, and it's a song about the Christmas of the miners' strike, but also about community solidarity, about people pulling together to make sure that no one gets left behind, no one gets left out. And it's a message, sadly, that we need as we head into this winter. Christmas is one thing, but as anybody who works in voluntary sector, in community outreach, will tell you Christmas is one thing, but January and February another, and will be needed. This is called Merry Christmas from Attfield, Maine. All the best to you all, and I'll see you hopefully on the other side of all this. It's Christmas time, but you'd never know it. There's too many homes round here where Santa won't call, where cupboards are almost bare, but you still find hope out there. People around here will share and catch you if you fall. Just like that Christmas time, down on the picket line. Never be beaten by the sleet and snow and rain. Just like them Christmas lights, keep your fires burning bright, and fight for each other, sister and brother, one and the same. Merry Christmas from our field man. So long as I live, I swear I'll always remember the kindness of strangers then, back in '84, who saw we had next to now, but who chipped in to help us out and gave us a Christmas night like never before. Just like that Christmas time, down on the picket line. Never be beaten by the sleet and snow and rain. Just like them Christmas lights, keep your fire burning bright, and fight for each other, sister and brother, one in the same. Merry Christmas from our field man. Just like that Christmas time, down on the picket line. Never be beaten by the sleet and snow and rain. Just like them Christmas lights, keep your fires burning bright, and fight for each other, sister and brother, one in the same. Merry Christmas from our field man. Merry Christmas from our field man. Merry Christmas from our field man. All the best to you all. I'll see you on the other side. Good night.